Revelation chapter 2 verse 10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. First off, I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect. And it's brother Yatazak from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, coming at you again with another quick hit. I was reading through the book of Acts, and I ran across chapter 12, and the first thing that popped in my mind was us living in the last days. This scripture here in Revelation 2 is talking about how the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of, is going to be casting some of us into prison. You know, says that we should have tribulation for 10 days. Not necessarily 10 days, but a certain amount of time. You know, enough time to where your faith is going to be tested and tried. You know, it says, but be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And when I was in Acts chapter 12, I was reading about when Peter was getting got locked up by Herod. You know, and basically when you go into Acts chapter 12 verse 1 on down to about 18, is going into how Peter got put in prison and an angel got him out. You know, so with that being said, you know, everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning. So having said that, knowing that some of us may be locked up or some of us may be captured or whatever the case, the Heavenly Father will deliver you from that situation, you know, if that be His will. And this is just an example of it, so I just want to get to it, and hopefully you brothers edified, and hopefully it'll boost your spirit, you know. This is Acts chapter 12 verse 1. It says, now about the time Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church, and he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread, meaning it was during the time of the Passover. You know, it says, and when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him. Hold on, let's see what a quaternion is. We're gonna look our words up to make sure we get it, man. That's how we do it. Alright, quaternion. Alright. A quaternion is a guard consisting of 4 soldiers. Amongst the Romans, this was the usual number of the guards in which the custody of captives and prisoners was entrusted. 2 soldiers were confined in with the prisoner, and 2 kept guard outside. Okay, so it's a 4-man. Okay, so y'all, anytime you see quat, you already know 4 is coming up. I just wanted to make sure though. Alright, so it was a 4-man guard, and Peter was locked up in prison by Herod, and he wanted to take him out during the Passover. It says, and when he apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter, which is the Passover, to bring him forth to the people. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get Passover, get the Easter. Somebody, just in case somebody want to get crazy. Alright, see that? Pascha. That's the word for Easter right there. Okay. Oh, I say the Paschal feast, the Passover, the feast of the Passover. There's no such thing as Easter, man. It's not how we roll. But getting back to the subject, it says, Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church of the Most High for him. So everybody knew that Peter was locked up. You know what I'm saying? If anything happened to one of your brothers, Lord willing it won't, but should anything happen to your brothers, the best way to help him is to pray for him. You know? This is Acts 12:5. It says, Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto Yahweh for him. You know? And when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between two soldiers, bound with two chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. So they got the men that's supposed to watch over them. They're supposed to be holding guard. But I want to hinge on something. I want to hinge on verse 5. It says, Peter therefore was kept in prison with all these guards around him and all this under King Herod's orders. It said, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church to the Most High for Peter. And this is what happened. Those prayers were answered. It says, when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between two soldiers, bound with two chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prison, and he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, arise up quickly. And his chains fell from off his hands. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Peter had the ultimate faith. James had just got killed. The disciples was getting killed left and right. But they kept pushing the word. It says the angel came upon him, and the light shined in the prison, and he smote Peter on the side and raised him up and said, arise up quickly. And the chains fell off his hands, meaning he was freed. Verse 8 says, and the angel of the Lord, and the angel said unto him, gird thyself and bind on thy sandals. And so he did. And he saith unto him, cast thy garment about thee and follow me. Now this is the angel giving Peter specific instructions to get him out of the prison. And he went out and followed him, and wished not that it was true which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision. Peter thought he was tripping, but it was true. It was actually going down. When they were past the first and second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened to them of his own accord. And they went out and passed on through one street, and forthwith the angel departed from him. And when Peter was come to himself, he said, now I know of a surety that the Lord has sent his angel, and had delivered me out of the hand of Herod, and from all the expectation of the people of the Jews. You know what I'm saying? I said when Peter came to himself, when he finally gathered himself and got to his senses, he said, now I know of a surety that the Lord has sent his angel. And the Lord willing, if we're in a situation to where the Lord got to send an angel to deliver us, man, it lets you know that it's possible through this scripture. It was written aforetime for our learning, right? But I'm saying the people prayed for Peter. The people prayed for Peter because they knew they knew how much he needed the Lord right then. So they prayed without ceasing to get Peter delivered, and the prayers were answered. When you sincere in your prayers, man, they get answered. Just how it is. Verse 12, it says, and when he had considered the thing, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of John, whose surname was Mark, where many were gathered together praying. You know what I'm saying? They weren't expecting to see Peter no more, but they knew that at least they could do was pray for Peter. So that was the best course of action to take. It says, and as Peter knocked at the door of the gate, a damsel came to hearken named Rhoda. And when she knew Peter's voice, she opened not the gate for gladness, but ran in and told how Peter stood before the gate. They was crunk, You already know back in the old days, when you look at the time that they was in and the heavy persecution that they was under, praying to the Heavenly Father is your best bet. And their prayers was answered because they wasn't expecting to see Peter no more, but they knew if they wanted to see Peter again, they was going to have to pray for it. Ask the Heavenly Father in sincerity and truth, bring Peter back to us because we need him. It says, and she knew Peter's voice, and she opened not the gate for gladness, but ran in and told how Peter stood before the gate. And they said unto her, thou art mad. They thought she was tripping. Said, but she constantly affirmed that it was even so. Then said they, is it his angel? But Peter continued knocking, and when they had opened the door and saw him, they were astonished. But he, beckoning unto them with the hand to hold their peace, basically shushing them, said them, look, man, hey, yeah, it's me, but hold that down. I'm on the run. Says, but he, beckoning unto them with the hand to hold over, beckoning him, Salakia. But he, beckoning unto them with the hand to hold their peace, declared unto them how the Lord had brought him out of the prison. And he said, Go show these things unto James and to the brethren. And he departed and went into another place. And as soon as it was day, there was no small stir among the soldiers what was become of Peter. And when Herod sought for him and found him not, he examined the keepers and commanded that they should be put to death. And he went down from Judea to Caesarea and there abode. You know, so basically the Lord, since Herod wanted to kill somebody so bad, the Lord gave him somebody to kill. He just didn't give him Peter. You know. But that was pretty much it. I just wanted to go into that story. I was reading it earlier today, and I wanted to bring it out to you brothers. It boosted my spirit up. Hopefully it'll boost up yours. But with the times that we're living in and the shit that's going on, we're going to have to pray, man. We're going to have to pray. Just like the Apostle Rakah keeps saying and keep pushing, pray, man. The scriptures say pray without ceasing. And that's what the apostles is pushing us to do. You know, now is the time more than ever to get prayer in your arsenal, man. Don't just say you pray, actually do it, brothers. You know, you may be delivered in a situation like Peter was. You know, all we can do is hope, right? And with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.